If you've been looking for a little extra inspiration and empowerment, look no further than today's special episode because I'll be sharing 3 messages you need to hear in this season of change. On this week's Woo Woo Wednesday live Oracle reading, I pulled 3 incredible cards that aligned exactly with the elevated life philosophy. So I wanted to share this empowering message here on the podcast so that you could learn the tools to be able to release toxic energy, nourish your body, make those small changes, and how that creates a ripple effect of change within the rest of your life, and asking for help, that very important thing that we don't do often enough. So in this episode, you'll hear a short morning meditation to tune into your energy, the importance of slowing down, and tips to nourish your body beyond just eating healthy. And literally so many takeaways. You're going to love this episode with the amount of actionable steps to make massive changes, and it can be done easy. Hey, we're Brit and Chris Carmichael, and you're listening to the Elevated Life Podcast. Throughout the 16 years we've been together, we've never ceased in our endless quest to better ourselves.
We've studied top experts, philosophers, and gurus. After years of personal self-experimentation and working with thousands of clients, we've found the tools for shifting your beliefs, moving through fears, and developing a positive mindset that aligns with your authenticity, integrity, and soul purpose, regardless of your past.
If you're ready for a breakthrough, then you're in the right place because we're here to empower you to take control of your life with simple mindset shifts that create radical transformation.
We'll be diving into topics like personal growth, health, philosophy, spirituality, relationships, success, and mindfulness. We don't shy away from the taboo topics like sex, hypnosis, meditation, and exploring altered states of consciousness.
So create some space for yourself and get comfy. It's time to become the badass you were born to be. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Woo Woo Wednesday, where I share my intuitive insight and weekly wisdom with you through the use of Oracle cards. I'm Brittney Carmichael, the founder of Shine School and the Shine from the Inside Oracle, as well as an empowerment coach who hosts luxury retreats to help women find their authentic voice and break free of the fear that stops them from shining their light. It's good to be back here on Woo Woo Wednesday live. As the last couple of weeks, we have been in absolute upside down chaos in the Carmichael household. If you haven't been following along with my journey, my sweet Sphinx cat Noodles, who's almost 12, had heart failure this last weekend. So we have just been holding space and really just in awe of the blessing and miracle that this cat is of surviving CPR, coming back from heart failure. And now we're just holding space to have as much healing and beautiful time together as we can. So our life has completely shifted like that. And with this upcoming full moon in Aquarius, I have a feeling that your life is probably going through the snow globe of transformation right now, where things are being shaken up to break free and to loosen the things that no longer positively serve you. And I know for sure at this time, you're being called to step into what makes your heart say absolutely yeah. It's a 7 or above moment where everything that's less than 7 or above, if you are a part of the elevated life and you know our 7 or above rule, everything above 7 is a hell yes, and everything below it is like not for me. Right now, the universe is creating this shift and change for us to basically shake away all the things that are less than 7 or above. So I have a feeling that with this full moon, you're going to be releasing things that you know are toxic, but you just have been resistant to releasing. So take a moment to say hello if you are alive. I'm going to pull up the comments. Just say, just checking in with everyone. Drop your name, your location, and what is your zodiac? I want to know, what star sign are you? It's so nice to be live. You know, we've been doing these live Woo Woo Wednesdays for the last 6 years, and I have been so dedicated and so disciplined in showing up every Wednesday. But I've given myself grace over the last year with my animals' health and my family and all the things in life. Given myself a little bit of grace and flexibility to take some more time off. And that's a big mindset shift that I am learning this year, that I don't have to hustle and work hard and do stuff all the freaking time. That in fact, actually slowing down is doing something very important. And what it's taught me is that this present moment that feels so good, it's the only moment we're promised, it's the only moment we have. what's so important and the biggest thing that we just moved through cancer season is really showing me that the highlight for me in my life is around family and being around the relationships that support me and help me grow and bring me joy. So I want to know what came up for you over this last cancer cycle. Were you really zoned in and focused on your relationships, your family? Nurturing yourself is another area that's been highlighted at this time. As we all know, the nodes have shifted. Venus is retrograde. We've got a full moon coming up. We have a blue moon, super moon, 2 super moons and a blue moon all in August. So August is going to be packed with lots of powerful transitions and transformations. So be on the lookout for the things that are leaving your life. And when you see them leaving, don't grasp them because they're familiar and seemingly comfortable. Notice them and thank them for what they did serve in your life. And know that just like every other change in your life, there's something beautiful on the other side of that release and that rebirth. So give yourself permission to let go this month with ease, with understanding, with peace and acceptance. Like, okay, this has served me, but it is not meant for me. And I know and trust, having that deep faith that something better is going to replace this that now used to serve me. And I've learned my lessons, and now I'm ready to up level to that next chapter. All right. Yeah. Are you guys feeling that? Is that what's happening in your life right now? Let me just pull up these comments really quick. Making progress with family and healing old wounds. That's so good to hear. Gotta Sherry. Absolutely. Hello from Sherman. Leo in the house. Oh my gosh. It's your birthday season. How freaking cool is that? So with that being said, this full moon in Aquarius next week on Tuesday, which if you're local, mark your calendar because we are doing another in-person goddess gathering Tuesday, August 1st at 7 p.m. at the McKinney Flour Mill, our favorite place to gather for the Burn the Bullshit ritual and sound bath. So if you're local to Dallas and you're looking for a sisterhood and you need that space to release in peace, then come join us for this free 3-hour event. It is absolutely life-changing and so incredible for people who are looking to connect with community. I know that the reason why I created these 5 years ago was because every client that sat in my hair chair said, I feel alone. Nobody gets me. I need some friends. Like, oh, wow, you too. Let's do something about it. So 5 years ago, I started bringing women together for these full moon gatherings. And it's been so incredible to witness them grow and the transformation and everything that has unfolded because of that one idea, that one movement. So right now, with it being that full moon in Aquarius season, Aquarius is all about being that avant-garde philanthropist type leader, the one that is trailblazing in its own unique right. I mean, Aries, of course, we know is just fucking go for it, blazing trails. But what's unique about Aquarius is their uniqueness, is that they're not just blazing a trail to blaze a trail. They actually have vision and foresight of how the future can change. Not saying that Aries don't have that foresight, but Aquarius bring that uniqueness and they just think outside the box. So right now, this season of release is letting go of what is holding you back from stepping into that authentic uniqueness or giving yourself permission to step outside of your bounds, outside of your box and into, I've always said, I was a star shoved into a square shaped box. So if you get out of the box, you can actually expand your authentic self to fill in the spaces that you've been limiting yourself, maybe unknowingly. Maybe you don't even know that there's another capacity, there's another level of growth or love or deeper bliss or deeper peace and freedom that's possible and available to you. But it's when we get outside our comfort zones, it's when we do those things. I can't tell you how many women I've had come to the goddess gatherings and I'm like, how'd you hear about it? And I asked them all the questions and the first thing out of their mouth, I almost turned around and didn't come. I got to the parking lot and I started to chicken out, but something told me I just needed to be here. And I can't tell you how many times women have shown up and said, I almost chickened out. I've had multiple women who have invested thousands of dollars to come to the goddess retreats say, hey, I almost didn't come. My roommate kicked me out and made me go to the airport this morning. So you're not alone in feeling that resistance. But what I can say on the other side of that uncomfortableness or that fear of what will people think of me, or will I be accepted, or what will they even like me, on the other side of that fear is a community that wants to love you and that wants to accept you, because the truth is every single person I've ever come across is sitting there worried about, are other people judging me? If they're not, they're the ones leading and giving love, so you don't have to worry about them. You know what I mean? But every single person that you're in the room worried about, are they judging me, are doing that to themselves. So you can take yourself off the hook, stop making it so hard, and just put yourself out there to make some friends. This doesn't just mean come to my goddess gathering or join us in Costa Rica next year at the upcoming retreat. This means if you're in a community where you're like feeling alone and you can't join, you're here. So you've obviously found this amazing community online, but maybe you're being called to step outside your box to create space or opportunity or events for other open-hearted, like-minded women to come together. So know that maybe you're being called to step into the spotlight. We're moving into Leo season, y'all. So this is about shining our light and really giving ourselves permission to take center stage of our own life. So big freaking month, big freaking week upcoming. There's a lot of changes happening. So best advice, get grounded, stay in the present, have a practice or a breathwork meditation tool that you can go to when things start getting a little wobbly. And let's see what the cards have to say that we can focus on during our self-care for this upcoming full moon in Aquarius. This transition and release of what no longer serves our authentic self that we can just let go of so we can step into our superstar self. That's what it feels like for Leo season, is really embracing your superstar. All right, I'm going to just check in with everyone's comments. Mish in the house, hello. Pisces sun, Aquarius rising, Aquarius here. Oh, I love it. So we've got lots of energy in the house, right? Okay, so I'm going to shuffle with the intention that we all receive the message that we need most during this full moon time in Aquarius. Letting go. I just threw about half the deck on the ground, so I think we should probably put them back. Oh, they're everywhere. And it's like way too many to read. Way too many to read. Way too many to read. Let's try that again, y'all. All right, let's clear the energy. They're like jumping beans today. What do we need to know during this full moon that we can release to step into our authentic self? All right, first card comes up for the week. And while you're doing this, I just want you to take a moment to tune in. Take a nice, big, deep breath in through your nose and close down your eyes. Taking a moment to block out all the thoughts, the worries, the cares for today. If you are here, be here. Another big deep breath in through your nose. Exhaling, this time letting all the tension in your body just melt away as you exhale, letting the earth absorb all of your cares and worries for the day. One final big deep breath in. Taking a moment to scan from the top of your head to the tips of your toes, noticing if you're holding on to any physical, mental, or emotional tension. I want you to exhale and send that energy all the way down your body, back into the ground to be released. And whenever you're ready, take that nice, big, deep breath in through the nose, filling up the lungs. And then exhale, open your eyes and notice how good you feel already. So it's so important for us every day, every moment to just be checking in with ourselves. How do I feel? What do I need? That's the first question I ask myself every morning so that I know how to respond appropriately rather than just react and do the same habit that we're used to. It's so important that you check in because your energy and emotion and mental and physical and spiritual levels are going to be all over the place all the time, especially if you're a Libra double Pisces like me and you got way too much movement in your chart. That really makes us feel ungrounded, and we empathically pick up other people's energies and emotions. And even if they're not in the room, y'all, this is how powerful and sensitive we are as a collective. If someone's thinking shitty thoughts about you, that can throw your energy off. If someone that you've been in a tiff with is like projecting mental bullshit, like, I don't like this person, blah, 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 and they're bringing negative energy towards your name and your being, like, you can feel that on a deep, unconscious level. whether you recognize it or not. So if you wake up and you're like, man, something just feels weird, that energy might not even be coming from your own self. So it's important that you call your energy back and you return to sender everything else that is no longer positively serving you. I imagine cutting all the cords of all the energy of people attached to me and just sending it back, good and not good. No, I don't want any of it. Thank you for when I had it, but now I'm good. I'm going to just take care of myself. So making sure that you are tuning in to how you feel every day. All right, let's dive in. The first card, if you guys are ready, say ready in the chat. Give me some hearts. Oh my gosh, so good. Britt, I miss you so much, and I'm so glad I caught you. I need this. Mish, I freaking love you. I miss you. I am cheering you on. Yo, just congratulations on the new salon and just your family and you stepping into your rainbow magic. It's just freaking amazing. Also, Mish, I just got an email. I hope you're still watching. Mish, Tamika just signed up for Goddess Retreat, Costa Rica. Like, freaking Tamika, like OG goddess for my very first retreat. I'm pumped. So I just wanted to share that since you're hanging out. Everyone's ready. Okay, let's go. Oh, if this isn't the message right now. So good to see you, Gwen. Nourish your body with high vibing energy. This card has come up for so many people in my personal one-on-one readings with clients lately, as well as my own friend group and my personal situation where Chris and I are detoxing and fasting 2 days a week. We are making sure we're getting back to juicing again. We are lifting our energy up and clearing out the physical system, because once you clear out the physical system and you detox the sugar, the processed foods, the wheat, the dairy, the meat, all the things that are creating an acidic environment and lowering your vibration, this card is a reminder that it is time to clear out what is no longer serving you, not just in relationships and shitty attitude, but also what you're consuming in your mind and in your body. When we talk about nourishing our body with high vibing energy, of course, we automatically think green juice, some plants, and some fruit, right? But the truth is your environment is contributing to the energy that you're feeling. So if your workspace is, you can have the most zen den ever, light your incense, your crystals, and like orgasm cave, and like you could have the most amazing home and it could be peaceful and protected and all of that. But if you go into your work environment and your boss is crazy and your coworkers like going through a divorce, through a narcissist, and you can feel that energy, like you don't realize that that environment is contributing to your nourishment of your emotional, energetic well-being, your vibration, right? So if you're in that case, let's talk about getting a new job, but also some protection rituals that you can do so that when you get home, you're not bringing that negative energy home. So there's so many different nuances when I think about nourishing your body. It's not just with the green juices and the high chlorophyll, high, like nutrient and mineral dense foods, like whole foods. It's so important to nourish your mind with what you're consuming. Are you watching shit TV? Are you listening to podcasts that are like meh, like not uplifting? Are you listening to the murder podcast? Or are you listening to the elevated life? You know what I mean? Like, how are you nourishing your mind? What are you consuming in your social media? You're here, so like you're doing well. I approve. I approve. But are you nourishing your mind, your body, and your spirit by doing things that bring you joy, that make you laugh, that bring you back to the present moment, that engage your inner child and allow you to have fun again? Nourishing your body with high vibing energy could be an orgasm, could be a green juice, could be a coloring book, could be running around throwing frisbee with your kid. Like what are the things that lift you up, bring you into the present moment, and make you feel good? That's what we need to focus on, lifting our energy. Whew, okay, we feeling that? Oh my God, crying, receiving this. Oh, I love you so much. All right, the next card that comes up is to change one thing today, start small. So this is about baby steps. We just wrapped up my Manifest Your Dreams Mastermind with the girls that came to this year's retreat. And one of the biggest themes that came up every single week was #baby steps. It's not about running a marathon. It's not about, well, I didn't do it perfect. I didn't check off all the things on my to-do list. Well, I suck. I guess I'm not perfect. I really wanted to do that thing. It's about focusing and dialing in on one little action that you can change, because when we change one action and we do it well, I guarantee that there's going to be a domino effect and changes will ripple throughout your life without you even having to lift a finger. For example, if you make some positive, healthy changes with the food that you're consuming, then other benefits and other health factors, your energy increases, you feel more confident in yourself. I can't tell you, the more I work out, the more I get on my mat, and the more I eat clean, the more confidence within myself, which you think it's just a mental thing, but it includes all of us, a holistic approach, mind, body, and spirit. So just focusing on one thing. I'm going to eat more vegetables, right? You don't realize how eating more vegetables can ripple effect into building more confidence in yourself, because you love and nourish and care about the worth and value of your being. So that investment of physical nourishment and wealth, like I'm filling myself up with the healthy foods, then leads to you making more bold risks and confident choices at work. Like, I'm putting myself out there because I trust myself now. I'm actually doing the work. I'm feeling good. So what small thing can you change today that will ripple effect? You might not even realize the ripple effect, but what's that one thing where you've been like, oh, if I could just wave a magic wand and just get done with this, or be over this, or not feel this way anymore, or not do this shitty habit anymore? What is that one thing that you're like, if I could just change one thing? And for me, the way that this started, because most of us are all or nothing, and it can put a lot of pressure on us as perfectionists, which I feel like we've got a podcast brewing inside of me that I want to share on how you can use perfectionism as a tool for progress. We've done even an entire masterclass that we give away for free. We've recorded the perfectionism is such an important topic that it's been our #1 most downloaded class inside the Elevated Life Membership Club, our monthly coaching, that it was so popular that we give it away for free. We actually, if you want to watch the perfectionism masterclass for free inside the Elevated Life Club, which, you know, like normally you have to sign up to be a member, we will give you access to that. So if that is you, I think it's like the elevatedlife.com/masterclass or perfection. I don't even remember the link. Type in perfection or send me a DM that says perfection, and I will make sure that you get that 90-minute masterclass that even guides you through the meditations to help rewire your brain. Because as a perfectionist, if we're not all or nothing, then we feel like a failure, even if we made progress. This is what I see in coaching my women all the time. I'm like, okay, you've done 18 amazing things that we checked off your list from the start of our time together, but that one thing that you really want, like there's like one thing you didn't do, and now I feel like a failure. And it negates all of the amazing work that we just did over 90 days, right? So what's that one thing? If you were to say, okay, I knocked off 95 things off my checklist and to-do list, but I still feel like a failure because I haven't done this. What is that thing? What is that this for you that makes you feel like I'm failing, I'm not doing it, I'm still in the same relationship, I still live in the same apartment, I'm still doing the same workout routine, I'm still the same weight, I'm still the same depressed? Like, what is that thing that you're like, I am just ready to make this change, I'm ready to make it happen? Stop eating sugar. You know, the best way to stop eating sugar is to not buy it. Don't buy it. Your good choices in the grocery store. So maybe that's the thing you commit to, the small change. It's not so much like, I'm not going to eat sugar ever, because that might feel scary to you, and then we just eat like 10,000 pounds. What if that one small change is, I'm just not going to buy it, because maybe my friend offers it to me in a little cookie at her house, and that's okay. But if I buy it, I won't have the sleeve of 700 cookies that I could eat all on my own. So maybe the small change isn't like, I'm going to just quit sugar like cold turkey, because that's a hell of a drug, y'all. I know we've done the whole like don't eat the sugar thing. It's a hell of a drug, as well as caffeine and all the things. So what if that one small thing was, I'm just not going to buy it anymore? My one small thing many years ago that kickstarted my entire health journey was soda. I'm not going to drink soda anymore, because when I learned that soda was a 2.3 on the scale of acidity on a pH, and humans are supposed to be at a 7.35. Think about that, y'all. It tanks us. It creates an acidic environment, which causes dis-ease, right? Cancer can grow from the sugar that's feeding it in the body. So if we eliminate the sugar, if we eliminate the acidic environment, then again, that ripple effect, that one small change is, I'm not going to create acidity in my body anymore. That was the one small change that Chris and I decided to make. We're only going to eat alkaline food. I didn't know that means we'd go full on whole foods, plant-based for over a decade, but that one small change made us feel better and better, and things started changing in our life because we just decided no more acidic food. We didn't know what that meant. I had to even look up what foods are not acidic. Turns out it's plants, y'all. So what's that one small change that you can make today that will ripple effect into your life? Okay, I'll stop harping on that. I've got awful reception. I'll watch replay. Yep, no worries. All right, last card for the week. Ask for help. It doesn't make you weak. It's like crazy summertime, bright today. Ask for help. It doesn't make you weak. So this is a beautiful card to come up as a reminder that you don't have to do this alone. Just like I shared at the beginning of the live, I started creating my Goddess Gathering monthly moon events because I had so many women sitting in my salon chair saying, I feel alone. I feel like nobody gets me. So when this card, I wrote this card in the deck, ask for help. It doesn't make you weak, because I have so many strong single moms, working moms, like freaking just badass women who are so tough as nails, probably the toughest people I've ever seen in my life. But they're so tough that they won't even ask for help on the things that they cannot do themselves. And they sometimes end up drowning themselves because they think that they have to be in control all the time. So what I've learned from giving myself permission to ask for help is that it doesn't make me weak. It actually empowers me to do the thing that I'm really good at. And it gives opportunity and space for the person I've asked the help from to show up and shine and share their natural talents and gifts. Because the truth is, we all want, for the most part, now I know there's a select few that this doesn't apply to, but I guarantee they're not listening to this video. The ones that are here are the ones that are the givers, the ones that want to constantly be giving and giving and giving. And I'll never forget, before my dad passed, I had a really beautiful conversation with him, which he didn't get deep too often. So it felt really nice to have this chat. And he said, babe, I hate receiving. I hate being the one receiving. I always want to be the one giving. And it just came out like, I feel like Spirit was speaking through me. He said, well, you're fucking up the cycle, because it's called give and receive. And you're constantly feeling left out in the cold, like a victim, like, no, I'm doing everything for everyone else. That resentment builds when we block ourselves off from receiving. But truthfully, when we block ourselves off from receiving, we just break the natural cycle of how good it feels for everyone else to also give. So if it feels so good for you to give, then don't you think it probably feels good for others? And if you deny that gift that they're trying to give you, think about how that would feel, getting people taking away that opportunity for you to share your support and your love. So guilty, exactly. I love you, but I was picturing you as I was sharing that, because, I see it time and time again, and we can only go so far alone, doing it alone. We can do a hell of a damn good job, but I watched my dad run his construction company alone because he felt like no one could do it like him. And he was right. There was things that nobody could do, nobody could match his artistic ability in some of the remodeling that they did. But people can paint, and people can fucking put in the drywall. But he was so in control of every portion of the business that he would build a house start to finish by himself, and maybe contract out one person or two people. And I don't know about you, but if you've ever seen a house being built, it ain't just one or two people. And he did that for 60 years. And so I learned a very valuable lesson from my dad, not asking for help. It limited his business. It limited his growth. It limited his ability to help contribute to the community. It limited his ability to work more or do more, or just everything, because he wouldn't ask for help. And so this lesson, having that deep conversation about not being the one liking to receive, like, you're just taking that gift away from someone else. So when I see this card, ask for help, it doesn't, all right, they're gone. When I see the card, ask for help, it doesn't make you weak. It's such an important reminder that one small thing that you might be needing to change, you might need that accountability partner. You might need that coach. You might need that friend. You might need that course, or that's something that will help keep you on track so that you can make those changes. That's exactly why we created the Elevated Life Club. So every month you have that opportunity to join in with two coaches to bring you different perspective on how to elevate your mindset to keep you in the game. So maybe you've been needing help, but you don't know who to ask, or you don't even know what to ask for. Reach out to someone you trust, or reach out to someone that is doing the thing that you want to be doing, and ask, hey, how'd you do that? Or do you have a book you can recommend? Or like, how'd you get started? All it takes is you to ask. And it definitely takes that free will. No one can just jump in and barge into your life and be like, here, I'm going to do this thing for you. We have free will for a reason. So you have to be the one to ask. Just like in manifesting, ask and it is given. It isn't given until it is asked for, because we have free will. So remember your power, remember your free will. You have to ask. So wherever you've been needing some support, some guidance, some assistance, be willing to have the courage to just ask for a little help. Say, hey, I want to make a change, not really sure what to do. And if you don't have that person to call you on your bullshit, let it be me. I am opening up my books for August, which it's been a minute. I've had them closed for quite a while, but I am opening up the books to take on one-on-one coaching clients, as well as my 1 hour tarot reading. So if you're looking for that coach, if you're looking for that support and accountability, and you need that like cheerleader yet like boom, kick you in the butt, bite just a little bit, then I'd love to support you in your journey, because clarity is key. And when you have someone to bounce those ideas off, when you have the willingness to ask for help, it opens up doors that were in the moment not available, because you didn't even have the perspective to see that the key was right there in your hand and all you had to do was walk through. Sometimes it takes that outside reminder that, hey, you've got it. Now it's just take action. So if you've been needing help in taking action, you already know what to do. This is probably you. You already know what to do, but you just haven't seemed to take action. Let me help ignite you and kickstart that, because that is my specialty. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It has been such a pleasure sharing this message. Recap: nourish your body with high vibing energy. The second one, hold on, we lost them. The second one was change one thing, start small. And the last card was ask for help. It doesn't make you weak. So we've got some big changes. We are eliminating the things that are toxic in our life so that we can make room and create change for the thing that is authentically aligned to our heart's desire. This is going to be such a freaking powerful week. So I want to know, what are you letting go of with this upcoming full moon in Aquarius? That toxic thing, that idea, that trait, that person, that habit, that action, that attitude, whatever it is that is holding you back, it is time to release. And if you need some sacred space and support in doing that, and you've been looking for sisterhood, be sure to mark your calendar for Tuesday, August 1st, 7 o'clock, McKinney Flour Mill. We will be hanging out and making some magic. And as always, I appreciate you guys being here. So if you could spread the good vibes by tagging your girlfriend, sharing it in your stories, and tagging us, we appreciate all the love, the good vibes, the support. So I want to know, which card resonated with you the most? Was it to nourish your body with high vibing energy? Drop a 1 in the comment, or nourish. Was it change one thing, start small today? Drop a 2 in the chat. Or was it number 3, ask for help, it doesn't make you weak? I want to know which card resonated most with you. And as always, to sign off today, I will remind you that you can check out all the goodies at BrittneyCarmichael.com, including how to book a one-on-one with me, by going to BrittneyCarmichael.com/tarot. And we will get together for 1 hour of sparkle magic. Number 2, okay, we're changing one thing. What's that thing we're changing? Drop that in the chat, and I will pull up these comments to say goodbye to everyone else. 2, 1, all of them as a whole. We're working on all of it. August 1st is my birthday. Oh my goodness, happy early birthday. What an exciting, powerful day too. Wow. Make your wishes count. That's for sure. All right. Any other thoughts, questions, ideas, or ahas? Number 3, most definitely, Melissa says. Well, know that you are not alone in this journey. Make sure that you ask for help if you are number 3. If you're number 2, start making those changes now. Don't wait till tomorrow. Do it today. Even if you ate sugar this morning and you're like, I'm quitting sugar, make a change. Don't eat any more tonight, even though your body's going to be like, bitch, give me some sugar. Like, it is going to take discipline and dedication, just like any goal that you are going after. All right. Tamlin says to keep promises to myself. My little thing will be just journal for a quick minute, even if it's every single day. Tamlin, I love that so much. You know, for over a year, I would write in my journal, stop eating after 9 p.m. Stop eating after 9 p.m. And at the end of the year, I did a year in reflection, and I flipped through every page, and I did the weekly recap and what worked for you, what didn't work for you. And on every single what didn't work for you, I wrote, I ate after 9 p.m. I ate after 9 p.m. That was my goal. Don't eat after 9. Don't eat after 9. And every fucking week, basically, it was like, whoops, broke that rule. And when we break that trust with ourselves, it decreases our confidence, just as the opposite is true, like we talked about earlier. When we commit to those healthy changes and we stay consistent with investing in ourselves, then we build our confidence. And so let me tell you, this year I have been on it. No eating after 9 p.m. Even Chris asked me yesterday, you want some popcorn? I looked at the clock. Nope. And so I've been super strict and disciplined, but it took a whole year of like not doing it to finally get it right. So if you've been struggling with something for a while, let's get it together. If you just started on this journey, give yourself some grace. Your energy helps already. Oh, thank you so much. It has truly been a pleasure showing up and serving you today. I tell you, it definitely took dedication and discipline to show up, because as much as I want to just sit and cuddle with my cat and enjoy the last moments that we have, hopefully longer than hopefully more than not, it really reminded me of, you got to love what you do, because when life gets hard, when things get tough, because it will, our life is not just like zoom, like we're going up and up and up and it never goes down. Like, life is seriously a roller coaster. And no matter how great or how exciting or how loving or how magical or how whatever it is that you are doing in your life, you are not devoid of feeling pain and sadness, loss and grief. It's built into the system. So it's about having the right tools to be able to manage it. And I can tell you that having this path, this mission that I'm on to empower others, is truly bigger than myself, because I think my selfish self would have just stayed like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to film. I just want to cuddle with my kitty. But getting to show up and serve and empower you and remind you of who you are and give you the tools to make those changes in your life is the most rewarding thing. And I'm just so blessed and honored to be this channel and this guide for you. So thank you for putting your trust in me, and thank you for being here and so supportive through all the things that we're going through, especially with our cat Noodles. Thank you for all the love and the support and just the sparkle magic that you guys have been showing. Reaching out personally, it really means a lot, especially as someone who is constantly holding healing space for others. Sometimes we just need to ask for help and let others hold space for us. So thank you if you've been that person, sending your good vibes, reaching out with your words and your thoughts. It's truly meant the world to me. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Mish, love you, sis. It's good to see you, Sarah. Everyone who's tuning in live, thank you, thank you, thank you. Birthday's August 2nd. Can't wait to celebrate with you next week. I am so pumped, Sherry. We are going to definitely have a good time. That makes me feel better. All right, y'all. Thank you so much. Love you. Love to Noodles. Guys, thank you. It's been a pleasure joining you. I personally needed this for my own self. I thought this will be good medicine for me to show up and receive the information and energy that comes through. So thank you for always being here. Thank you for receiving. If you love this, share it with a friend. And until then, I will catch you guys next week. I love you so much. I hope to catch you on a one-on-one soon. Bye. Thanks so much for tuning in to the Elevated Life podcast. If you loved this episode, please share that love by leaving us a 5-star review and spreading the good vibes on social. You can tag us at the Elevated Life Club. Want more wisdom from us? Become an elevator by joining us inside our monthly membership club at theelevatedlifeclub.com to discover mindset upgrades, lifestyle hacks, and spiritual tools to elevate your soul.
Each month features a live group coaching masterclass, guided meditations, yoga practice, and more to help you transform your life one step at a time.
It has all the tools, coaching, and community you need to level up, progress every month, and keep going in every area of your life consistently over the long term.
Join us in the club and start your transformation today by signing up at theelevatedlifeclub.com.